I mean, what did you expect? These six are the most important part of the entire My Little Pony franchise. I'd say they're probably the most iconic part of the franchise. So, of course, we end off with the main six, the elements of harmony, the important parts to the show, and I think this is what makes the series more memorable. These were all the classic characters we grew up with, not like the Generation 5 characters, which they're not bad, but I prefer these ponies more. So this is something that I thought I'd make since we don't have a Generation 4 version of the Mini World Magic series. And also I thought this would just be a fun project to do in my spare time. Y'all know how much I love this franchise and how close it is to my heart. The show has really helped me out a lot for the past 4 years. And I have to thank this franchise and the creators and all the passion that was put into it. Now, I've already talked about the main six a lot of times on my YouTube channel. And if you don't know who they are, then please go watch the series, by all means. If you're not a huge fan of it, that's okay, just as long as you have a good reason as to why. But I do know that there are a couple of Thomas and Friends fans out there who also love this show as well. Take a look at Thespio. Look at Joey Turner. They both love My Little Pony, but they also love Thomas and Friends. It's the same case with other people like James A. Williams. But yeah, I could see why a couple of people actually love this series and why there's a massive fan base, really just comprised with male people, which is kind of crazy. I know that most kids might not be attached, but I think older fans will have a better time with this series. And not to mention, there's just something about the world and these characters that people connect to. The show has gotten quite the connection with a bunch of people, and I'm super impressed. You don't see that many childish TV shows that get that much praise. And let's be honest, I'd rather watch this than have to suffer through CoComelon. Oh God. Or all those content farms on YouTube, or okay, sorry if I brought those two up. I know no one likes them, and personally, I've never really watched CoComelon, and I don't plan to. Along with any other brain dead kid shows out there. I know there are a couple of good ones like Bluey. I know people like that one. But then there are other shows people hate, like Mighty Express and the All Engines Go reboot. But let's be honest, I'd rather watch this than have to watch all those that I mentioned. My Little Pony has really helped me throughout my life, like I said. It has a charming and cute cast of characters. The stories they tell are just so adorable. The world is amazing. I love the world building. I love the different adventures these ponies go on. I love their cute voices. I love their personalities. And no, these ponies are not flawless. They are work in progress, as they mentioned in the song. Fluttershy is very scared. Rainbow Dash does act like a bit of a jerk. Pinkie Pie can be a little too hyperactive sometimes. Applejack is very stubborn. Rarity always throws a tantrum every time she messes up her clothes. And Twilight Sparkle, well, you know, she's a princess of friendship, so obviously she had to be the most important character of all. However, she does have her moments that make me, just roll my eyes, but I don't hate Twilight Sparkle. I actually think she's good in seasons 4 and 6. I think the main six all had a great development in season 4 onwards. They used to start off as they used to act like childish children, even though they're supposed to be in their early 20s. But as season 4 went on, they got more mature and gained more knowledge. I'm not saying that they were they didn't know everything. The main six obviously had brains. They had the capacity of 20-year-olds, but they did have the childish mindsets back then, with all the flaws I have mentioned. But that doesn't mean that they still act bad. They're not bad ponies. Sometimes they'll be friendly and polite to each other, and one of the things that I actually find emotional about this series is that when they think about separating with each other, but then them saying that they'll always be together, like, that just touches my heart. Especially in, like, the season 7 premiere where Twilight is scared of the fact that she has to send Starlight away, but then Celestia, like, basically says the same things, and Twilight says that she'll always need Celestia, and that she'll always want Starlight with her. Like, that just, like, warms my heart. Like, where have I heard that before? Like, I know there are other shows that have taught us the concept of loyalty and friendship, like the Toy Story franchise, for example, and, like, just a bunch of other shows that teach friendship and stuff, but I just think, like, the way they handle it with My Little Pony is just so cute, and I just think the show's so heartwarming. Like, it does have its cute moments, and sometimes it does have conflict, and like other kid shows, where they're just happy-go-lucky for the sake of, like, shining keys in front of your kids' faces. Yeah, the thing that My Little Pony does right is, like, have an ensemble cast, have, like, a charming, like, world building, and just making it a safe space. Especially that there are people with autism, and, like, they're not a fan of loud noise. They just need, like, a quiet place to go to. Like, as usual, Luke said, Thomas and Friends has a huge, like, connection with people with autism. How Thomas and Friends, like, helped people get through a lot of tough challenges. And believe me, I know. I've gone through a lot of bad experiences in my life that I will not mention in the slightest. But I think Thomas and Friends just basically helped me out. And this is a little bit of a spoiler for an upcoming video, but I want to explain why Thomas and Friends is my favorite show of all time in the future. Like, if you've known me, you know, like, almost every video I make is about Thomas and Friends. However, that wasn't until I made the series Thomas and Lady's Equestrian Adventures, which is a crossover series between this and Thomas. But yeah, I just think that this show, like, has really helped me out as well as Thomas and Friends. Like, I can't think of any other, like, type of show that was heartwarming or cute or, like, emotional. Like, yes, almost every movie and TV show has an emotional moment. Like, those Pixar movies. Like, Pixar is very great at making movies. Yes, I know not every one of their film is perfect, but they still do a great job telling, like, captivating and emotional stories that we can get attached to. Like Toy Story, the Cars franchise, The Incredibles, even Monsters, Inc. Like, there are a lot of great Pixar films out there. And I think there are, like, a couple other, like, TV shows that I enjoy that don't have morals, but they still have a great cast of characters. Like SpongeBob, The Amazing World of Gumball, Phineas and Ferb, Regular Show, The Powerpuff Girls, even, like, other shows, like, that I enjoy that have a good cast of characters but still don't have any morals. But even with those, I still think Thomas Friends and My Little Pony are the MVPs of my childhood. Like, these two, like, really helped me, like, get through all the tough challenges. They've stuck out to me the most. And I just think, like, without Thomas or My Little Pony, I wouldn't be who I am today, so I have these two shows to thank. And if you, like, have a certain show that has, like, helped you through tough times and challenges and, like, helped you get through all that, please let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, I'm sure, like, at some point, like, we've all gone through, like, tough challenges, but we need something to, like, help us get through them. And the thing that I love most is that when people, like, don't give up, like, these main six have, like, gone through, like, tough times throughout the past. Like, that final battle with Twilight Sparkle and Lord T-Rex was insane. Especially that point where, like, Twilight had to give up all her magic to save her friends. It's just, like, that gives me chills. Like, especially when Discord, like, tells the truth and, like, comes to his senses. Like, helps Twilight with the final battle, and these main six all get rainbow powers. Like, this show has, like, had a lot of epic moments, like, especially in Season 6, where Queen Chrysalis captures all of Starlight's friends, and she has to be the one to save them. Or, like, when Cadance gets captured, and Twilight has to save her and help rescue the Canterlot wedding. Oh, dude. This show, like, has, like, is not afraid to be scared sometimes. Like, look at all those premieres and finales, like, where there's an epic, like, moment, and there's an awesome climax to the whole season. I love it when a show has epic moments. Like, intensifying moments at that moment. Like, take a look at Thomas and Friends Series 5. Like, I think out of all the series, that has to be, like, the most scariest season I've ever seen, and I love it to pieces. And I can see why a lot of people consider Season 5 to be their favorite. Anyways. But yeah, like, this show has, like, a lot of, like, creepy moments, and it has a lot of edge to it, but it still does have its lighthearted, heartwarming moments, which I will always love. I love it when the show has a bunch of slice of life moments, like Thomas and Friends, or like the first 2 seasons of Postman Pat, or like any other like type of like show that's heartwarming. But yeah, now I've already gone to like full detail about the main 6 before, so I'll just like show you all of them one by one, since we're already 10 minutes into the video. Alright, so first we'll take a look at Twilight Sparkle. I think she came out nicely. Like, this has to be one of the more better versions of Twilight I've made so far. Mainly because of the darker purple I used. And the indigo that I used for the mane. And the stripes on her mane. Now, I know these don't have any cutie marks, but I can't write that small. So they're just unfortunately stuck as blank flanks. But I mean, it does kind of make sense in Twilight's Kingdom where they all didn't have the cutie marks. And yes, I did make Twilight with wings, for those of you who didn't know. And I gotta say, I like this version more than the Earth Pony Twilight. Now, I do not understand why this is controversial, like, why most people hate this change. Like, dude, it's just Twilight getting wings. What's wrong with that? Although, if you, like, have anything to say about this, let me know in the comments below. Personally, I think both versions are pretty cute, and even though I'm not a huge fan of Twilight Sparkle, I still like her, like, nonetheless. Like, she does have her good moments in the series. Even if she's, like, the weakest length out of everyone, in my opinion. Okay, I know Ancient Andrews loves Twilight Sparkle. And I'm not trying to bash anyone's opinions. I'm just trying to, like, give my 2 cents. Like, I'm not trying to, like, say that Twilight's a bad character. If you love her, that's fine. You're allowed to like Twilight Sparkle. But if you don't like her, that's also okay. Just as long as, like, there's another character who you like. Alright. Rarity is always, like, one of the most amazing out of the ponies in terms of design. Wait, let's be honest. I love Rarity's design in My Little Pony. She has one of the best character designs. Like, every time I look at her, I'm just in amazement at how beautiful she looks. Like, the way her mane looks, like, when she looks towards this direction, like, ugh. I can definitely see why Rarity would act a little childish, like, not wanting her mane to be messed up. And there was, like, a whole episode, like, It Isn't the Main Thing About You, which is actually one of my favorite Season 7 episodes. And plus, I just think it's cute whenever Rarity cries. Like, it's just so adorable, even though she doesn't act all that mature. Another thing I like about Rarity is that I love how she's basically, like, a white color, which is, like, I think Rarity's one of the more simpler ones I've made, since, like, you don't really have to paint that much if you're just putting something that with white. All you had to, like, do was paint the mane and the face. Like, that's all I had to do for Rarity. Applejack looks great. Like, I love the freckles on her face. This is one of the few merchandises that I put in Applejack with the hat. I love her braided mane, her braided tail, like that tangerine color. Like, yo. I'm just dropping everything, but I love Applejack. Like, she's one of my favorites. Then we got my top 3 of the main 6. Pinkie Pie looks adorable as always. I love her cute voice. I love her energetic personality. I love the energetic type of characters. And Mr. Incredibrony, if you're watching this, I hope you like this model of Pinkie Pie as well. Like, dude, I really love Pinkie Pie so much. That puffy mane, that puffy tail. Oh, it just looks so good. Fluttershy. Easily the cutest pony out of everyone. And my waifu. Like, I've always had a crush on Fluttershy ever since I saw the show. Dude, just that cute little yellow, like, color. The long, like, mane and tail. Like, oh, dude. Dude, they always make Fluttershy look so good. Like, and I'm just blushing thinking about her right now. Like, dude, I think Fluttershy's so cute. And I can see why a lot of people consider her to be their favorite character. And finally, y'all know who my favorite is. It's Rainbow Dash. No questions asked. I love her loyalty. She's so awesome. Like, just her confident, like, adventurous type of personality. Her being one of the, like, more spunkier out of the main six, and like being so tough and loyal to her friends. Sorry if I'm getting tongue twisted, but it's just hard to talk really fast. Dude, I always think Rainbow Dash looks great in merchandise. I love that little hair swoop, the long tail. She's blue, which is my favorite color. The rainbow mane, and just her wings overall. And as the Skittles say, taste the rainbow! Yeah. So yeah, that was the entire Mini World Magic collection. I think this came out very nicely, and I'm so impressed with how these turned out. I think this is such a cute project I made. And if you want to check out the other characters I made, then I have the other 4 parts uploaded to YouTube as we speak. So thanks for watching this video. This was just a fun project I made, and I don't know if one day I might make more characters for this line, but for now, I think this is just good enough as it is. Like, I love this collection so much. There will be more Bluebird Thomas models as well, and who knows, maybe I might make a few other small projects, like one for Sonic, if I feel like it. But what do you think of this, whole entire collection? Do you think I did a good job? Let me know in the comments below. And let me know which is your favorite. I gotta say, I love Rainbow Dash, Starlight, Cadance the most, but there are other characters I actually do love. The show has a great amount of characters, and the show has really helped me out through all the challenges in my life, so I wouldn't know where I would be today. So I gotta thank this show. And thanks for watching, and I hope you look forward to more. Bye!